Hi guys, and welcome to another awesome and fun presentation that we have for you. Today we are going to be enjoying the outdoors a little bit as we learn about batteries. We use batteries probably on the regular basis. They are used in children's toys, video game controllers, or even something a little bit bigger like the Tesla car created by Elon Musk. These are all made from batteries. So let's talk a little bit about what batteries really are. So as we know that they are containers that actually store chemical energy. This chemical energy is often converted to electrical energy, and that of course is what we call electricity. This is very much dependent on the electrochemical reaction that does occur within the battery that allows the electricity to be made. So, what does that mean? There's a reaction that occurs between two pieces of metal, which is called electrodes, okay? And a liquid or paste, which is called an electrolyte. Today in our experiment, we're actually going to have an electrolyte base, and then we're going to have our electrodes. For a battery to work well and efficiently, the electrodes must be made up of two different types of metals or materials. For today, we are going to be using zinc and we are going to be using copper. So this will help, so having two different types of materials will actually help ensure that one will react differently than the other with the electrode. So that means zinc will definitely not act the same as copper, and copper will not act the same as zinc. This difference is basically what will create the energy or the electricity that we will see. Again, I do apologize. I am outside in my neighborhood, so there might be some cars moving around. Okay, sorry. So the way you do this is you're going to connect two electrodes with a material that is able to transport electricity. This is basically called your conductor. For today, our conductor is actually going to be a wire, and I couldn't find normal wire. I have copper wire, so we're going to see how well it works. And basically, this will allow that chemical reaction to basically fire up, and then the battery will generate electricity. So as you make the connections, just note that the electricity does like to take the path of least resistance. That means if there is multiple ways to go for one electrode to the other, the electricity will take the path that lets it flow the easiest. So some things that we are going to be needing today, we're going to be using a lemon, which I have right here. We have some copper nails. I could not find copper clips. We have copper plated nails. We have zinc plated nails. We have some steel wool, as well as rubberized wire, which we have here, and then we have our other wire, which I might have to go grab, so we might have to take a quick little pause. I will be back in a second. So sorry about that. I am back. I just left my wire in the house. So you're going to be needing some rubberized wire. So let's get started. So first we're going to take our lemon, roll it around a little bit. This will allow those juices and those juice compartments to kind of break up. Inside, there's a bumblebee right next to me, so if I do end up freaking out, I apologize for that. Alright. Now we're going to take our 6 zinc nails, which I have right here. We're going to stick it on one side. So I'm going to be using this. Let me point this down a little bit so you guys can see what I am doing. So there's one. You want to make sure that they're about 1 centimeter apart and that they are not touching each other. That's the goal. Do not want them to touch each other. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you should right now be looking at something like this. On the other side, you're going to take your copper nails. I'm going to take 6 of them. I'm going to put them on the adjacent side. 1. Again, don't have these touch each other. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. So now you should have kind of like this monster looking lemon. Alright? After that, you're going to take pieces of wire and you're going to wrap them around. But what you need to remember is you're going to take the wire, you're going to wrap it around the first copper wire and the second zinc wire. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm having a teeny bit of trouble with that here. So you're going to repeat this process. I am so sorry. I am a little bit struggling with this. There we go. One thing I must note, the wire that I did end up purchasing, I do not believe is the correct wire, so we might not be able to finish this experiment. Long story short, I don't know if you can see that, but wrap that wire around. You're going to do this step for all of them. Again, I ended up not buying the right wire, so I don't think this experiment is going to work out for me, but let me just continue explaining what should happen. So if you did buy normal wire, you should be able to wrap it around kind of like I did that first one. So you'll go first copper, second zinc, so on and so forth until you get to the last one where that last copper one is going to be left free. All right, so you're going to repeat that pattern until that last copper. To remember, your zinc nail, which is the one that's going to be free on the beginning side, that is actually going to be your negative pole. And then your copper nail on the other side that also doesn't have a wire attachment is going to be your positive pole. So the way this works is you're going to then take two wires. I have my first one here, my second one here. And this part I can show you. So you're going to take that wire. Be sure that you clip or strip that wire. You're going to attach it to that one free zinc one, like that. And then you're going to take the other side of wire. I've got two different colors just so that I can see what's going on. So now, as you can see, I have two opposite poles. Okay? You're going to strip the ends of these wires as well. And then you're going to find your base. So then you're going to use the ends of, then you're going to take some steel wool, which I have set out. So here's my steel wool. And then get anything that will catch fire. For me, I'm using paper towels. And then you're going to set it on fire. I hope you guys enjoy it and have a good one. I know I did just say goodbye, but one thing I do want to say is just a couple of things about that I could have done differently. So the first one is I definitely could have used a different kind of wire. I went to the store and I could not find anybody that was able to help me, so I just bought the best thing that I could possibly think of, but mine ended up actually being copper wire on the inside of rubberized wire, which ended up being a little bit too hard to manipulate and honestly just a little bit difficult to bend. So one thing that I would definitely change next time I do this is to get a different type of wire. The second thing would be I bought these copper nails that were a little bit short. So as I was trying to put that wire attached to it, the copper nail kept falling into the lemon. So I did find that a little bit difficult to maneuver. One more thing, I do think I rubbed the lemon a little bit too much, which made it a little bit too juicy on the inside, which probably allowed that nails to kind of slip in. Other than that, I wish that I could show you guys the actual experiment, but I do hope that you guys do have a little bit of an understanding about how it works, and it really truly is an awesome experiment. I have seen it work before. I just could not get it to work today. So I hope you guys have a good one. Again, bye-bye.